5'6", South Dakota, and undrafted are not the classic characteristics for the face of a WNBA franchise. But Becky Hammon has never been typical. Hammon's journey began in Rapid City, where as a young girl, she watched firework displays at Mount Rushmore. It culminated with her induction into South Dakota's High School Basketball Hall of Fame. Despite her hometown success, Hammon knew she still had much to prove.
I remember in South Dakota thinking, okay, well, I'm pretty sure I'm the best in South Dakota, but that doesn't mean anything nationally. I mean, I've never played against the girls in Chicago or in New York, and so I think having that idea and that perspective as a young kid kept me driven.
Becky's next test came at the collegiate level, where she played for Colorado State University. Again, Hammon rose to the top, setting countless school records and becoming the WAC's all-time leading scorer for both men and women. Despite her achievements in college, Hammon's phone remained silent on draft day. She later received an invitation to join the New York Liberty's camp. It turned out to be a near-perfect fit.
People in New York, they want to see that person that's the small guy out there. They want to see the little guy given a chance. And at first, I think that's really what drove people. But after you do something enough, you're like, wow, those shots aren't so, that's not luck after all. I mean, she keeps doing it.
Becky would spend the next 8.5 seasons in the Big Apple, where she quickly became a star. She was named an All-Star 5 times in New York, which saw her fame spread far beyond the hard court.
It's funny, you have a Beanie Baby, you have a bobblehead, you have people wearing your jersey. In New York, there's a billboard in Times Square. I'm from South Dakota. It's like the only thing bigger than billboards in South Dakota is trees. There's no buildings that big in South Dakota.
In 2007, Hammon was traded to San Antonio and immediately began making an impact. In her first year with the Silver Stars, she scored in double figures in all but one game and led the team to the Western Conference Finals. The team has been a perennial contender since. Like many players in the WNBA, Hammon has spent most off seasons playing in lucrative foreign leagues. In 2008, she became a naturalized citizen of Russia and led their national team to a bronze medal in the Beijing Games. Once the underdog, Becky's role on this Silver Star squad is very much that of a leader. Just as team officials from their brother team, the Spurs, do when consulting Tim Duncan before making an off-season move, Hammon is kept in the loop with major decisions.
Becky's the leader of this team, and, Sophia, Ruth, the experienced ones, the players that have been with this team and, have been to war with each other, kind of know what we need to get over the hump and to be competitive with those elite teams in the league.
Off the court, Hammon says helping women and young girls have a positive self-image is an important subject to her. She says that through basketball, she's been given the opportunity to impact people's lives in a positive way.
At the end of the day, there's going to be someone better than me. All you'll have is your memories and how you treated people.
Don't think for a minute that Hammon's main goal on the court is met just yet. She's very clear on what she wants to achieve here in the Alamo City before she hangs up her high tops.
I think until you win a championship, you're never really satisfied. It doesn't matter how many individual awards you get. At the end of the day, you want the championship. At the end of the day, that's how you're measured.